So we've all heard the saying that you can't out-exercise a bad diet. Totally makes sense. You know that you can't go to the gym, work out super hard, and then go and eat whatever you want and expect to get the results that you desire. That totally makes sense. But I have a controversial truth that might blow you away, and it is you can't out-exercise a good diet. You're going to want to listen to this. Hey everybody, I'm Brian, founder of FatLossAfter40.com, and you can't out-exercise a good diet. That is a controversial fat loss truth that I'm going to explain to you right now because it sounds crazy, and I want to tell you why it is the truth. Because if your goal over the age of 40 is to try and lose weight, have more energy, have more confidence, have more focus, have more concentration, feel like you again. All that is not going to come from eating more salads. It's not going to come from you from eating kale. It's not going to come from you from eating healthy unless you're eating enough protein, and here's why. Because if you're over the age of 40, we say this all the time, that your number one goal needs to be to repair and reset your sluggish metabolism. Your number one goal needs to be ignite your fat-burning metabolism, because once you do that, that is the big domino, that once you tip that over, everything else becomes so much easier, because once your metabolism is elevated, you burn more fat, you burn more calories, even at rest. You have more energy, you have more focus, more concentration, and best part is your hormone profile is intact because it lowers your cortisol levels and it stabilizes your glucose levels. All those things are super important for fat loss after the age of 40. So why can't you stimulate and ignite your metabolism by just eating healthy? Simple, because by eating healthy, and again, just eating salads and eating fruit and all that, which is part of a program, but that is avoiding and neglecting the POP diet. What's the POP diet? The power of protein. You want to make sure that you're eating at least 100 grams of protein each day. And what protein does is nothing boosts your metabolism. Let me say that again. Nothing will stimulate and boost your fat-burning metabolism like eating enough protein, because protein will help you feel full. It'll give you all-day energy. And again, it'll regulate your blood sugar levels, making it easier to lose the weight. So if you're eating enough protein, again, over 100 grams. Now that sounds like a lot. For most people it is. When most clients first come to us, they're usually eating about 50 to 60 grams. And we try and increase that. And it sounds like a lot, but let me break it down for you. It's really not. If you're eating 4 to 5 small meals a day, which you should be, usually what we recommend, that's only 20 to 25 grams of protein per meal. So if you're doing that, it's pretty easy to get the 100 grams of protein. And again, when you start to do that, in combination with strength training, not cardio, not soul-crushing cardio, but progressive strength training, what happens? That's where the magic starts to happen. That's where your metabolism starts to get elevated. And then you start thinking of the protein as adding kindle to the fire. The fire being your metabolism. The higher the fire, the higher your metabolism, the more fat and calories you're going to burn. So think of that protein as adding kindling. If you do those two things, you're going to find that you start to lose the weight naturally. That the weight just starts to come off because you're working with your body and not against your body. If you're like doing these doomed to fail starvation diets or soul crushing workouts, you are adding friction and stress on your body, and your body's going to rebel, and you might see some short-term success. And that's what makes it so soul crushing. It's because you might lose a few pounds initially, and then you start to feel good, and then all of a sudden reality in your body revolts and your metabolism shrinks down and the weight comes back with a vengeance. We don't want that. We want you to lose the weight for good. That's how we measure fitness success after 40 here. And success is defined as losing the weight for over a year. It's not some quick fix. It's not some short-term challenge. It is permanent and sustainable fat loss results. That is the goal. That is the goal for you. And that's what you're going to do if you focus on not just eating healthy, but eating protein-rich diets, and if you avoid the cardio and focus on strength training. Controversial truth, I know, but I guarantee you it'll work. You'll feel better, you'll look better, and you'll have the results that you desire and deserve.